I don't get it. You transfer to a guy that you thought, could bring the better out in you, but you end up getting benched for a freshman. I don't get it. Kj Jefferson is no longer the starter at UCF. How did it come to this? How do a 6-year starter get benched where he's no longer the starter? I get it. It's a new offense. It's new players. It's new teammates. But if I'm not mistaken, he's a captain. If I am not mistaken, Kj Jefferson is a captain. And if you're he's a captain. He was a captain at Arkansas. He goes to UCF and he becomes a he becomes a captain there. But now Gus Malzahn benches you for a freshman. Why did he get benched? What caused KJ Jefferson to get benched? Alright. When he first came into the league, KJ did a pretty good job of taking care of the ball. 19, 20, he didn't really get that much playing time. He threw one interception his freshman year, none his sophomore year. He comes his junior year. He only throws 4, but he threw for 2,600 yards and 21 touchdowns. Then his fourth year, he threw 5 interceptions, 2,648 yards with 24 TDs. So he went up in everything. Yeah, he went up 1 in TDs. He went up 1 in interceptions. He went up 3 in TDs. All right. Then we go to 2023. It was he backslid. He had 8 interceptions and 19 TDs. He went up in interceptions by 3 more. And then he went down in touchdowns. He threw for 2,107 yards. And from 21 to 23, KJ was completing over 64% of his passes. His highest was 68 in 2022. Out of them 3 years, his lowest was 64. So what caused KJ to get benched? Okay. KJ this year is 64 for 108 of 108. 59.3% completion rate, 1,112 yards, 7 TDs, and 4 interceptions. Okay. 4. They've played UNH, Sam Houston State, TCU, Colorado, Florida. Okay. So what happened? What went wrong? Y'all see the stats. I'm going to put the stats on the screen. Y'all see the stats here. I mean, nothing to just blow your mind. The most he's thrown the ball was 35 times, and that's against a Colorado team that just came and demolished you. KJ did not look good. He was sacked 5 times. He threw 2 interceptions, but he also threw 2 touchdowns, and he also rushed 20 times for 76 yards and 1 TD. So what went wrong? Then you go to Florida. He was 12 of 22. 165 yards, 54% completion rate, no touchdowns, 1 interception. QBR rating of 20 against Colorado. Colorado, a QBR rating of 26.7. Negative 18 yards rushing against Florida. A team that you showed out against a year before. What went wrong? He got sacked 5 times. What made Coach Malzahn pull the plug? And I'm going to tell you what I think. I think what made Gus Malzahn pull the plug is this. You play 2, I'm not going to say great teams, but you play 1 Colorado team that is up and coming. They're not a bad team. They're not as bad nearly as I thought they were. Then you play a Florida team, which is like a rival. And you have nothing going. You're 12 of 22. 54%, no touchdowns or interception. You sacked 5 times, 12 carries for negative 18 yards. 5 yards was your longest carry. What caused Gus to bench him? He's not producing. KJ is not producing the way he should be producing. You're a 6th-year senior. This is your 6th season. You should be leading these guys to victories. But you play 2 teams, right? You play one team that is, I think is fairly decent. You play a Florida team that is not that good at all. They're having trouble in the swamp themselves. I get it. You went to Gainesville. I get it. And you just can't pull it off. Well, hey, Gus Malzahn is not the guy that's going to just sit there and babysit you if you're not getting the job done, which KJ is probably not used to being at Arkansas. You've seen a few times where Sam Pittman asked him, "Can I take you out? Can I play this guy X, Y, and Z? Do you want to come out?" But Gus Malzahn is not that kind of coach. Gus Malzahn is like this: is either win or you sit down. And that's the treatment KJ is getting right now. You're not playing the way I need you to play. I don't care how much NIL money you're getting. I don't care about your Instagram followers. What I care about is winning on this ball club and bringing victories home. And you're not doing that for me at the quarterback position. He's thrown 3 interceptions the last 2 games. 3 interceptions in the last 2 games. He's threw more interceptions than he has touchdowns in the last 2 games. So all in all, he only has 4 interceptions. He only has 7 TDs. 4 interceptions and 7 TDs. 3 more interceptions, he's tied with TDs as he does interceptions. So I think what it is, he's just not producing enough. He's not running the offense the way Gus Malzahn feels the offense needs to be ran. Now it's an open quarterback battle. It's not to say he's not going to be quarterback anymore. But what it is saying Gus Malzahn has came out and said it's clearly a quarterback battle. He benched him against Cincinnati. You have to, in this league, especially with quarterbacks, especially with coaches like Gus Malzahn, they comparing you, they doing all this, that, and the third, they're talking about you. Yeah, he wanted you so bad. But maybe this is why Arkansas did not try to hold on to him that bad, because Arkansas understood that he can't get the job done the way you need to get the job done. He's struggling bad. And Gus has just made it clear. There's clearly a quarterback battle. And we're just going to have to see. We're going to wait and see. Wait and see what's going to happen. Wait and see who's going to be starting against Iowa State. But that is why KJ just got benched. Is because he's not producing the way he should at quarterback. He's not being the leader a 6-year guy should be. He's not winning the ball games that you should win. Every game you should be in these games because you are a 6-year senior at quarterback. So we're just going to keep tuned. Let's see what's going to happen next with KJ. Will he see the field again? Or is Gus going to start looking toward the future and starting as freshman?